Hello, welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. Last time out we were fixing this guy's worn out suspension, although it was just a single rear shock absorber I believe, and some engine belt stuff, and then we had to chip tune it. Anyway, apart from engine covers, that all went fairly smoothly. Let's see who Invoice 63 brings. Invoice 63 is for Genesis Town. I had my engine computer tuned cheaply somewhere else and I really regret it. There are several damaged parts because I wanted to save some money. So hang on, someone computer tuned your engine and that managed to break things. I guess you mean that they tuned it so poorly that the engine was then running inefficiently? I don't know. Replace or repair all damaged parts, perform chip tuning. I've got to assume it's only with the engine that the problem is then. Let's see. Shall we? Shall we see? Let's see. Oh, take off your bloody engine cover. I think if I became a mechanic, which obviously I'm not going to become, I'd employ, and I was very rich, I'd employ someone to just take on and then be responsible for remembering to put back on the engine covers. So obviously I need the bloody help. Alright. So those sparkies are all a bit rubbish, but it's only a 4-cylinder, isn't it? Because, yeah, that's how it works. So, that's those. Did I check? There's not an ignition module for... Oh, what's that? Yes, there is an ignition module, of course. So that looks alright. 20%, so can be deceiving. I was going to say check the oil filter while I was here, but I completely missed. Oil filter. Shiny 87%. Oh, can't fit it back in the hole. No. It just won't fold back into the hole. There we go. Yes, please, that one. And put the cap back on. Good grief, that shouldn't be so hard. Okay, so that alternator looks, I think, dead to the word. And these strips, what are they called? Bands. Good grief. Maybe I'm coming down with something today. Alright, so that comes off, and then we can remove the alternator, and then the belt tensioner. 12%, and the belt. And these other bits look alright. I'll check the water pump. I mean, it looks okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's pop it back on. Oh, I got a spare one, look. Some people would be surprised at that. Anyone who knows me would be like, oh, yeah, did you forget you had one? How did you know? Oh, you know me. How do you know me? Ah. No, I don't actually forget my friends, to be fair. Haven't got any. Ha ha ha. No. Okay, so that looked like most of the engine that was knackered has been removed. Now, I got the impression from what he said that it was just the engine, because he's talking about chip tuning causing the problem. So theoretically, there shouldn't be any other issues. Although there could be issues to the fuel, of course. That's related to engines. Good old fuel. So let's teleport up through the car. No, the fuel filter looks fine. And a cursory examination of the rear suspension says it's great. The bushing looks alright. The other bushing looks alright. Okay, so let's pop it back down. Whoops, stuck underneath. And then I need to remember all these bits that I need to change. So it was various different things. Oh, 4 spark plugs, ignition module. Oh, I didn't check the wires. The ignition wires as well. So the whole ignition system, and then belts, alternator, tensioner. Good grief. Well, I surely won't remember all that. So the ignition system is the ignition module. Try and work through it in a... Right, so ignition module, yes. Ignition wires, yes. Spark plugs. Back and forth, please. Yes, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a belt tensioner. Yeah. and an alternator, was it? Yes, it's an alternator and a starter motor, I believe. Alright, well, that's all I can remember. I'd like to think that's all that actually needs to be bought, but we'll see. Alright, let's start off with the ever so frustrating spark plugs. I mean, they're no fun to put in a real car, let alone a clicky car. I say let alone, to be fair, this is much. However fiddly this is still much easier than putting spark plugs back into a real car. Not that I've tried for a good long time, but I have managed to cross-thread them, so yeah. Well, I've put them in, so why can't I put this? Oh, I haven't got the ignition module, so I can't connect the leads. So, ignition module, bolty. So I haven't really noticed the difference in speed, but I did from before, so I guess it's just that maybe I'm still appreciating the previous speed boost in my unbolting. Ultiminator. Saxophone. And oh yeah. Oh. Ha. Awesome. Forgot the belt. Oh well. It would be a bit exciting if I remembered all of it. Starter motor, please. Thank you. Bolty. Alright, let's sell the crap that we don't want. Yeah. Belt. Alternator. Belt tensioner. Timing belt. Starting. Okay. So I need a timing belt. Do I need a serpentine? I didn't notice a serpentine belt in there, to be fair. Timing belt. I guess we will find out. Timing belt. Belt tensioner. No suitable parts. Another annoying. The blue titled dialog boxes. You have to click the close button. It's very frustrating. Serpentine belt. I mean, yes, it'd be less frustrating if you had to do that with all of the dialog boxes, because you wouldn't notice that one specific one that was different. But that would be terrible. I mean, you shouldn't always have to press the button for dialog boxes. You know, if it's just an OK button, spacebar, enter, escape, they should definitely all work. Okay, I didn't notice if it said more parts to assemble, because I was too busy ranting, and it won't have done, because I notice our old friend, the plastic engine cover. Okay, so that might have been all the parts. Okay, that's all the parts to assemble. So, if we have a look at the invoice, is that the first part done? Is the first part done? So, perform chip tuning. It doesn't say to how much of a degree. So, as before, I'll try and remember not to talk too much during the actual chip tuning, and then I can feel happily to edit it all. Well, I say edit it, speed it up. Program EEPROM. Whoops, no. Okay. So it seems the trick, if they can call it that, is to make two of the bars level and then just move the other one until they all meet up. Which sounds simple, but whatever. 30%. Alright, so that's that job diddly done. Let's see who's next to the door. Well, that's purple. So, it's a Revton. Last night someone broke into my car. They stole something from the engine compartment and I can't start it. Can you fix it? Find and install a missing part. So now it's a memory test. Wow, that is a gorgeous shade of slaps you in the face purple. I wonder if that's what it's called. Hey, I'd like a slaps in your face purple, please. So thieves broke in and stole something from his engine. Well, to be honest, they probably made it better. Did they just steal it? Because it's the battery, isn't it? The battery's the most obvious thing missing. But the rest of this is fucked. Alright, one battery. There you have this cheap ass crappy battery. Fit in with the rest of your cheap ass crappy car. No. That one. Alright, there we go. There you go. That cost you $600, whatever it was. Okay. Now, we need to talk about plurals. Because when there's something there's more than one of, we tend to change the word we use to describe that and put an S on the end. Just saying. Alright. Oh, come on. Let me look at it. Alright, so all those bits are there. Belt, etc. Starter motor. Well, unless they've stolen something, yeah, like a spark plug. Oh, they're all there. And they're various shades of arsey quality. That's there. I don't get it. I think I can see a fuel filter and a filler down the end. I've gone silent in my confused state. So if I go back into assemble mode, assemble mode. Why can't I be in assemble mode? No parts to assemble. Yeah, but it's not happy. It's not a happy camper. So just so I can't use this mode to make it easier. Do you think I have to actually buy a new part? Do you think that's might be what the problem is? Let's try. Sort of thing that this game might do. So I'm not bothered with the. I'm not bothered with these parts before because I'm sure they burnt me like this once in the past. Where I need to change something, and for some arbitrary reason, despite the fact that the rest of the car was a heap of crap, I had to put some new bits in. Assemble mode now. See, now it'll be let me in assemble mode. So I wonder if I can use this moment, or whether it just wouldn't highlight it, so it knows I don't have whatever the part is if it's just missing. Ah, screw it. I'm sure it's the battery. Now you see. Oh, I find that really frustrating. Oh, see, he didn't have an engine cover. Look, see, his engine's fine. Piece of shit. Alright, well, I'm glad you wanted a fucking brand new battery for that. Off you fuck. Right, well, thanks everyone for watching. Sorry getting so grumpy at the end there. That was slightly frustrating. What's the point of having this bloody used parts store anyway? Humph, whatever. I can freshen up that battery. Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have bought the battery and then freshened it up. Inexplicably on my Vice. There you go, that's what I should have done. Whatever. Thanks for watching, and just do the check that it can be finished. It can, yeah, alright. And we'll see you next time. Bye.